would bring a bit of an athlete day in the life. So here goes nothing.
Bagel with just like, the only thing we can really measure is effort. As long as I give my best effort, then the rest will take care of itself.
What event gets announced first at the Down Under Championships?
Handstand. Yet to be wrong in my life. Daddy's about to go to work. You got one. Big one, right?
Oh my god, you're so intense.
Hey, I don't want to run into my boy right there.
Looking around the room, so now if you're doing a squat, she's holding 60 cadence. Alright, I know that now, so you're going to hold 60 every time. If you go to slow, she's double. Alright? Come back, let's go! Next one, 1, 2, 3, let's go. 12 seconds, all in. Come on, go, more. 7, guys over there. 5, 3, 2, 1, hands off. You ready? Next, that's the ground.
Good morning, YouTube. We are 2 days out from the Down Under CrossFit Championships, which is a tournament that Bailey will be competing in the elite individual category. Probably his biggest competition to date. So we thought it would bring a bit of an athlete day in the life. So here goes nothing.
What up? I'm currently making my breakfast, which is going to be 2 bagels with bacon and eggs, like a bacon and egg bagel. But before that, I'm having a bagel with just like a bagel with butter and cheese, which I stole off BKG, the fittest man in Iceland, so hopefully makes me somewhat similar to him. But this is my breakfast, which I have most mornings after I finish work.
Nice. Yeah, I'll put some clips from this morning, but as you would have seen, Bailey has been coaching since 5 a.m. Yep. So we had our 4:15 a.m. alarm, snoozed it until about 4:20. And then, yeah, it's probably a little bit different than most athletes that are currently in Wollongong starting their like prep. Bailey's still holding down the fort at Bayfit, keeping our community training, which is cool. So speak to that a little bit.
I'm sure there's plenty of other people like me as well, but yeah, it's just like, we obviously have a business that we have to run. We get to run, we don't have to run it. And so training is not just like a full-time job for me like it is for some others, but that's fine, I wouldn't change it. I love my job and I love our business, I love coaching. Maybe the 4 a.m. alarm is probably not the best for my sleep and preparation for the comp, but it is what it is, so yeah, it's a good to have a bit of both.
Nice. It's been a really cool week. All the workouts except for one at the moment are released, so Bay's been testing them in the gym. I'll put some clips in as well of us testing the workouts. Tested them all in their entirety and then now starting to sort of break them up a little bit, just hitting specific components of them to make sure he's fresh and ready to go come Friday morning. So 7 events across 3 days, and it'll be at the Wynn Entertainment Centre, which is in Wollongong. Big stadium, some big names attending. What events are you, I guess, looking forward to, nervous for?
That'll all be good fun. There's lots of different workouts that have different components in it. That'll all be just fun to test myself and see where I stack up compared to like some of the best in the field. I'm not the strongest athlete, so don't have too high expectations for the max snatch ladder, but hopefully we can get close to my max and maybe get a new one. But no, there's lots of different events that will be fun.
Cool. Beautiful lighting as well.
Is it?
Yeah, you look gorgeous.
Thanks.
So,
How's my motor look?
fire. What's the plan now?
Okay, so breakfast done. I have physio in 1 hour. It's going to take me like 30 minutes to get there in the traffic, so I have half an hour. I'm going to read a little bit and then just pack my bag for the day. Then go to physio. I've got an hour's worth of rehab to do after that on my own, and then I have like a weightlifting session, and then I'll come home. Oh no, then I go get a haircut. I'll come home, and then I'll go back for afternoon classes tonight.
Yeah, and they'll trim them out with a haircut too.
Yeah.
I'm sure get it ready for the weekend. I guess what's the past like 2 months of prep looked like after you found your mate Down Under?
To be honest, it's like kind of always under the like mindset of like you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. So my training is like always pretty like dialed in and like working really hard. But definitely the past like 2 months it's probably gone up another gear. Mainly just to take care of my body, just because I'm doing so much more. I've had a few little niggly injuries with, so that's just been taken care of then. But yeah, once we especially found out the workouts, I've been kind of hitting the movements. There's a few like things I like, there's a few weaknesses in there, so it'd be good to test them all out. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy last 2 months. It's been very much like I felt like a professional athlete for the first time, which is like cool, because sometimes like up until this I've always trained almost with the same intensity, but it's like with the goal of making something, making a big tournament. So now I've actually made it. It's kind of cool, because sometimes you think like, oh, what am I doing all this for any reason? Like, is it worth it? Am I ever going to make it? But it's cool to actually have something to really train for and drive for. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
And how's your mindset going in? How are you feeling?
Mindset's been good. It's been like a bit of a roller coaster. I don't know, you kind of get caught up in the type of people I'll be competing against, and like there's some pretty fit dudes in there. So at times I definitely get overwhelmed and doubt myself, but I think this week especially my mindset's just all about being on myself and just worrying about the things that I can control and just putting my best foot forward. And if I do my absolute best, then that's all I can really ask. The only thing we can really measure is effort. As long as I give my best effort, then the rest will take care of itself. I'm not have the expectations that I'm going to try and go win or anything, but I still want to do my best, so
yeah.
We'll see.
And as a girlfriend, it's been sick watching him work so hard the past 2 months. Always, really though.
Magic.
Whole community's so proud. Good afternoon. Did you get footage for me today? Forgot. It's alright, I may as well close out the video.
Good day.
Nice. Just spend a bit of time doing what?
You saw me last. I got a massage. I've done my rehab. I've done weightlifting. I've been home.
Got a fresh haircut.
Had lunch. Got a haircut. Back here doing some more mobility. About to do some handstand walking over the ramp, and then jump in the 6:30 class for midweek morning.
Nice. Fun fact: Bailey gets his haircut like every second week, and every single time, I never notice and don't comment on it. But I'm actually a very observant person. I always notice other people's haircuts. So he grills me for forgetting his haircuts. But now he puts them in the calendar, so that's my little cheat that I'll know when he gets one. But other than that, we also just spend a bit of time going over his schedule for the next 4 days, planning about like food intake, when he's gonna go to bed, what we need to take to and from events, because I'm a planner and I know when I'm planned I'm not stressed, so I'm trying to sort of pass it on to him, just a little bit anxious, making sure we're 100% ready to go. So yeah, we're in the Bayford outdoor area now. He's gonna eat some handstand walking, I'm gonna just hang out here and annoy him. I would also say it's pretty common knowledge that Bailey is not the best at admin in our business. He's an amazing coach, programming king, but admin is not his strong suit. However, when he decides he wants something, he is incredible. And like 6 months ago, he's made it his mission to lock down a handstand ramp in Australia, which is actually really hard to get. There was only like sort of wooden ones, and he knew he wanted a soft one like the ones they had in the games. So he would have spent like, honestly, hours searching the internet trying to find handstand ramps, and then he came across this beauty. And I can remember when he bought it that we had a few tiffs talking about like, why would you need a handstand ramp? and I thought it was a bit unnecessary. However, he got his way, got his handstand ramp, and then what event gets announced first at the Down Under Championships? Handstand ramp. So all of the effort was definitely worth it.
Yet to be wrong in my life.
Show us one.
Oh.
He's cold. Make it worth it. Worth every cent. Pretty good. I'm impressed.
I think I'm like torn and out.
Well, lucky this is a behind the scenes video. Wow.
Every time I go into like extension,
It's good that it's getting too big.
Did it look good? I'm about to do the class. I look like I'm crying, but I'm not. So I have lots of blood in my head. About to do class, and that'll do me for the day. And then tomorrow will just be our last day. I'll do a little bit of training in the morning, then head down to the gong and go time, I guess.
Set up. The short person of 10.
Daddy's about to go to work.
Transition.
Big one, right?
Right now. It's essentially